game on dueling hot streaks.
It's hard not to be excited for this one. Both are looking at this game as an opportunity to make a statement.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Devin Booker, Edey out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Durant. No coverage that time.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Outside for Jackson, and Edey has it in the corner. Back to Jackson, 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3.
And you just love how quickly KD gets into his shot. No wasted motion.
Hawks passing it around. The kid can't hit. And the Wizards with possession. Pass to KD. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Back to Edey. It's tipped. Here's Gervin. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And Booker kicks to KD. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. KD's got his second basket of the night.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot it.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there. Whoa!
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. To the middle, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Booker outside. KD on the wing. Guarded by Gervin. Pulls up. Rebound by the kid.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
So it's the Wizards now, trailing by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Mitchell outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the kid. And it's off from three-point range. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against the Hornets.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Mitchell wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. The Hawks, number 1.
And anybody who's a fan of defense has got to love this team. I mean, no one loves to see their name on top of that leaderboard as much as this coaching staff.
And so it's Washington with it. 8-point game. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Hawks.
Inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one. And I love when Mitchell is aggressive, as well as how under control he is through contact.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
One shot.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. GA, if you're a team that's serious about playoff seeding, you're viewing this as the home stretch, aren't you?
Yeah, you don't want to wait until the very end of the year to make your move. This is when you stop experimenting. Just go with the things that you know you do well.
1:16 left to play in the first quarter. No problem knocking that one down. He has 5.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
To the paint. Left block shot on the way. And the bank shot is good.
Defensively there, you play Booker to shoot, but he's also a willing passer.
Gervin outside. Back to Mitchell from outside the arc. Rebound, Washington.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with a strong finish.
Mitchell passes to Gervin. 26 seconds left in the first. Hits it from three-point range.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Five on the clock. Puts up a deep three. And that one is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Moses Moody is out there with Jackson. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Devin Booker.
What a response by Mitchell. He takes those 3 points right back.
Pass to Booker. Poeltl sets the pick for Booker. For the three. Rebound by the kid. Atlanta leading by 11. In the corner, Gervin with it. Hawks passing it around. For three, Mitchell. And the Hawks with another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Down low. Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, Jackson's ability to both dive to the rim as well as pop out for a jump shot makes him an excellent partner in the pick and roll.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month. offensive. And you look at the kid, a top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
All right, here's a look at stats for Mitchell. The past month has been surreal. Getting around 24 points per, 8 assists, and just over 2 steals. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Booker outside. Pass to Moody. From about 19 feet. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gervin. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Booker against Mitchell. That shot off. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Hawks. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
Pass to Moody. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Kevin Durant. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Mitchell feeling it out a bit.
Oh, my goodness, that is an outstanding finish.
Oh, my. A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Drills it from outside.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Gervin outside. Mitchell outside. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Mitchell's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Outside Jackson. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter. A fadeaway. Birtle's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 13. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Turner. Mitchell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. Washington with the rebound. Last time they met was in Washington.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
A three-pointer off the mark. Atlanta's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Atlanta. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Wizards, 3 spots below.
And, well, for Washington, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Over in the corner, Portis. This one for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. The Kids got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the paint, here's Mobley, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Out to the right wing. Portis a screen on Gervin. Here's Durant. Drops it in from 14 feet away. KD's got 8 points.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. No good on that one. Atlanta leading by 18. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Atlanta Hawks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Jazz coach Quinn Snyder here with us now. And, Coach, how have you put Donovan Mitchell in position to have this kind of an impact?
Well, we talked about him, defending, and I think he's put himself in a position to succeed.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Hello and good evening. We are seeing Donovan Mitchell putting in work. Such a consistent offensive force. Okay, fellas, off the top of your noggin, each of you give me one word to describe how he's been playing so far. Go.
Smoldering. In his own.
That's 3 words.
3 words.
Yeah.
That's because I got 2 more rings than you, Kenny. I get to use 2 more words.
Now let's talk about our featured game. Guys, Donovan Mitchell was the star of that first half.
What a playmaker. Mitchell makes everyone around him better. He's an elite scorer, strong defender, making an impact at both ends.
And the scary part is he seems to just get better every year. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Wizards trailed by 21. We've got the Kid. Mobley is out there with Gervin. Then it's Mitchell. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. 3-pointer. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hawks passing it around. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. That's 7 points for Evan Mobley.
And with hard work, Mobley's turned himself into a legitimate three-level scorer.
Pass to Edey. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Mitchell outside. Here's the kid. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Wizards shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Washington calls timeout. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And now look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Back to KD. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Booker looking around. They can't stop the run with that one.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Edey with a screen for Booker. To the middle. It's tipped. To the inside. The kid. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And the dunk by Edey.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Atlanta.
Inside, here's the kid, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
The 3. Rebound Atlanta. The kid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Mobley throws it down.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Outside Durant. Pass to Jackson. The Wizards working the ball around now. Now Booker takes the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. The kid's got 8 rebounds in this game. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaren Jackson. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
So both teams making some changes here. He hits both from the stripe. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Moody. Daniels against Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Now Pirtle. From downtown. Rebound by the Kid. The Kid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Now Anunoby got a piece of it. Looking to end his cold spell.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And they pick up 2. The Kid's got 11 in the second half.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Booker. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The Wizards shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. The Kid passes to Black. Pass to the Kid. Banked in off the glass. The Kid's got 13 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Atlanta with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Washington, Jackson is out there with Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Zach Edey. On offense, here are the Wizards. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Pass to Edey. Another steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Moving it up. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Physical finish from Mitchell, a guy who has no problem playing through contact.
Stolen by Mitchell. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball. on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Mitchell with the steal. And here we go again, Atlanta on the break. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Back to Durant. Stolen. To the paint. It's picked off. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Jackson. Looking to end the run. Atlanta with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Booker. Rebound, Atlanta.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Durant. Booker outside. Launches a 3. Mobley with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Gervin. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory is not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Atlanta.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
32 seconds left in the game. Durant kicks to Booker. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And Booker finds his way to the line a lot because he's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
Shooting for Washington, Devin Booker at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. Sirianni takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight.